This is to those who overextend themselves to people. You cannot be everything to everyone. You got to learn to actually do self-care for you. You have to learn, because it's not selfish. I know a lot of us were brought up in such a way that we had to share, we had to do everything. We had to literally let people take from us, and people didn't give nothing in return. We grew up that way. That's the way how we was made to feel. And even when you look around in your family dynamics, nobody else was like that but you were. Now, with that being said, is that in life, when you start doing it to people around you, including family, friends, co-workers, spouses, and you feel like you're talking to a brick wall, I'm not telling you to stop, because a lot of people will say stop. You do what God tells you to do. And if God tells you to stop speaking to them, then you do that. A lot of people would just say stop. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you, if God is telling you to speak to people about a certain thing, you always do it no matter if they listen to you or not. That's what I'm going to tell you. Now, the moment God tells you to stop talking to them or stop praying for them, do it and get out the way. Give it over to God. Now, when I mean give it over to God, I can't say how other people do it, and I had to learn this the hard way. It means that I put the situation at hand. I pray, and I put it in His hands, and whatever it is that He does with it is on Him. I don't worry about it. I don't think about it. I just move on from the situation. That's what I mean. I cannot say what other people mean, but that's what I mean and how I deal with it. Now, with that being said, is that you have to learn to care about yourself, because if you don't, there's one thing I've learned in this life: nobody else will. Nobody else is. You may very well come around with people who do. I'm not gonna lie, you may very well, but the thing is that you yourself have to learn to develop the skills to take care of you mentally, physically, and spiritually. That is the only way, because a lot of us in life is made different, built different, and born different. And you are different. You are not like everybody else. So that's why when you pour into other people, God made you a vessel to be able to speak things into people's life, to build them. And a lot of times people neglect the fact and don't realize the fact that you are there. You are the blessing. You are everything that they prayed for and more. But they cannot see that you are that very thing that they prayed for. No matter who it is, they cannot see that. You were born into that family. You was married into a family. That man, prayed for you, somebody like you, and then took advantage of the situation. And you were only being who you are to be. That's the only way you know to be. So with that being said, you have to learn to stop pouring into people when God tells you to stop talking, because He will. He will. And start speaking to the ones, even if they act like they didn't or they're not listening, but they are. Trust me, they are. And start speaking into people who's willing to listen. A lot of times people are not going to let you know that they hear you. You want to know how I know? I used to be the same way. God used to send people to me to speak things into me, to build me. But to them, they thought I wasn't listening, but I held on to every word they said. Even the people who got sent to me to tell me, to give me like words and all this kind of stuff, I held on to everything. But to them, I'm pretty sure it was like I didn't hear them, but I did. Oh, I did. We're all different. You got to understand that we're all not the same. We react different, and the Lord knows that I'm different. I've always known I was different ever since I've been a kid. So I'm not like everybody else. And I know that a lot of people are like the same way too. Now, with that being said, a lot of people have a lot of reasons. They have a fear of being judged. A lot of people have a fear of just talking or even asking you simply like what it is that you do. I know for myself as well that even though I'm online doing this, and if it wasn't for God telling me to do, I would not be online. I do not like social media. But at the same time, even though I post and everything, God is still working on me on how to develop my skills of actually talking to people. Because honestly, especially online, I really don't know how to respond to people. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. And so it's different for me. But the thing is that I'm not ignoring anyone. I'm not. I hear you. I see you. I see what you said. You know what I'm saying? And there's different reasons why I may not respond. But at the same time, I hear you. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's always like that. People will always hear and see you, even if they don't. Even if they don't want to acknowledge it, they do. But the thing is that concerning you, if you feel like things are too heavy, or even the thing that God is giving you, go to the Lord, and He may need you to rest for a season, for seasons, so that He can start building you and stripping away the things that He needs to strip from you, so that you're not carrying something you're not supposed to be carrying. So that whatever task that He has for you, whatever job that you were born and supposed to do upon this earth, it won't feel like that is heavy. It won't feel like that is draining you. It will be easy. It will feel like it'll be like this is something in your heart of hearts that you were supposed to do. So therefore, it's not going to drain you. It's not going to do anything, no matter how a person speaks to you or whatever. It's literally not going to take away from you, because why? God has been building you and working on you and sent you out there into the world, and He's still going to do it. Like, it just not end there. He's still going to continue to work on you, even in the process of you saying, yes, God, I'm going to do what you call me to do. Because you've been sitting in a cave, you've been sitting wherever for so long. But there come a time when God is going to tell you to get up and to start speaking. And that's what a lot of people, and that's what happened to me. And because you can't sit in it forever, you have to learn and you have to go. And for a lot of people, it's almost kind of like we don't have a choice in the matter. It's like God will literally strengthen you, and it's literally supernatural power. There is nothing that no one can do and stop it, because the Lord is behind you. He goes before you, He's beside you, He's behind you, He's all through, He's everywhere. So there is nothing that a person can do to stop you. So with that being said, go to the Lord and see what is it that He wants you to do, so you don't overexert yourself, even to family, to friends, to people. And God do require people to cut you off, for you to cut people off, and heck, even people to cut you off. So don't feel bad if people don't. It is what it is. I mean, I hate to say that, but you have to learn to accept it, because walking with the Lord is not easy. It's hard. You're gonna have to make sacrifices. You're gonna have to leave people behind. You're gonna have to leave things and people, everything behind. It just depends on what you're called to do. There'll be things that you'll be required to do, that He don't even require of other people. And a lot of times people are not going to understand it, because why? They don't walk the way that you walk. They're not called to do what God has called you to do, so they're not going to understand. So that's why in seasons, you will have to allow God to work on you, so people don't like hurt your feelings just because they don't respond to you when you say something, or they quote unquote ignore you and all that kind of stuff. Let me tell you something. People, the what God is raising up, are gonna have tattoos and piercings. They're gonna be looking all sorts of ways, and everything is not gonna be typical. Let me tell you something. Throughout your entire life, I'm pretty sure you are used to people ignoring you. You are pretty sure to people calling you out of your name. I'm pretty sure you are used to people doing things to you to antagonize you, to try to destroy you, your name, your image, everything. Is something that you are used to. And God allowed you to go through those things to build you. Now, if you are a certain person, like early on in it, you're not going to understand this. So this is for much later. This is for people who are literally going through it now. They know that God has called them to something higher, but they are struggling in it. So that's why you have to go to the Lord. And like I said, it's not easy. It's really not. It's not. I'm gonna tell you, it's not easy at all, because to allow God to strip away things, even that you yourself, you thought that you didn't have to, that you didn't dealt with, and you found out you didn't, because there will be things that there's layers to things. But with that being said, in it, when you come out of it, the heaviness that you felt before, you will no longer feel heavy, because God has built you and equipped you to pour into people and things. And let's just say, even if they don't catch it, there's a lot of spillover in it to go to somebody else. Think of it that way. Even if they don't catch it, that spill is still there, and somebody will catch it.